what's up? Welcome to our first video.
Woo! Yes!
Yes. Work.
I'm Michael.
And I'm Danielle, and welcome to the Synchro Diaries.
Yes, this is our very first video here on YouTube and on our blog page.
Yes.
And today we're going to talk about Worlds. Woo!
As you guys know, Worlds was earlier this month, and we had the opportunity to go. It was so exciting.
It was so much fun.
So much blood, sweat, and tears, honey.
Girl, those skaters left it all out there.
Yes, they did, and then some. Okay.
Right, so, crystalettes.
Girl, I was so excited for this short program. Can I tell you, I remember watching it on the Porter feed, and I was like, wow, what an improvement from last season.
Honestly, everyone in the American Synchro community knows that crystalettes made a huge comeback this season. And yeah, they have an amazing short and long program this year, and they're definitely well deserving to go to Worlds. Honestly, aside from the fall, they did an amazing job.
They did, they really did.
It was such an emotional skate for them, and you could tell that the whole crowd was behind them.
Okay, so let's do prom.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Honestly, this is the team that I was most surprised with. Like, obviously I've known that Leslie Prem is an amazing team, but I've never seen them skate live before. And seeing them skate live in their official practices and competition, I did not realize that they were so freaking fast and so amazing skaters.
So for those who weren't there, Leslie Prem's had an unfortunate fall where two girls collided, and one girl actually happened to get her leg like severed. And she tore open her muscle.
Like, if you were there, you know that like you saw those two girls like flew back.
Yeah.
And it was definitely a hard fall, and they recovered so well.
So well.
I felt so bad for her because you literally saw the blood dripping down from her ankle,
Yeah,
but
it was
she
insane. Like everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, like she's bleeding." But they still got the call though.
Yeah.
They did get an I3 PI3, so that means they got the intersection and
they
PI
did.
turns.
Next team who skated right after Leslie Prem is Team Canada 1 Nexus.
They skated to
Got Your Number.
Got Your Number.
Got Your Number by I'm not sure who, but it was an upbeat song, and they skated
amazing,
really well.
Amazing. They did have a fall, but it's a two major. I don't really remember.
Yeah, they had one fall in the angled, I believe, but she got up right away, and it wasn't a big deal at all. It did not affect their score super.
Yeah, and they definitely show a lot of knee bend, of course, their Nexus.
And I was surprised to see that Nexus actually, skated a little bit faster this season.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. And it was, really nice to see. Like, they're fast skaters, and combined with their amazing posture and knee bend, like, they can be unstoppable.
Yeah, Nexus girl.
Keep it up. Keep up the good work.
Next, Team Paradise.
Ooh, reigning world champions, Paradise. They came into this world championship super confident.
Yes, but they only came with 16.
15, actually.
Well, they came with 16.
Oh, no, they didn't.
Yes, they did. And one girl got injured.
No, she didn't even come. She was in Russia still. They didn't let her on the plane.
What?
So that's what everyone's telling me, at least. Russia came with only 15 skaters.
They only came with 16 skaters.
And then she got sick there?
Yeah.
No. She was... Apparently she had like some serious like blood disease, but it was something serious, and she had to stay back home in Russia and was not allowed on the plane. So they only had 15 skaters, and luckily, being the World Championships, you have the whole week to prepare and practice before the actual competition. So any other team would probably be freaking out, but
they did not.
Slayed.
They
did not struggle
Everything
at all.
was perfect. Their no hold was perfect. They got every one of their calls. Yep. All of them. Block 4. And
M3. And they're just such beautiful skaters.
They are.
They skated to Listen from Dreamgirls by Beyonce.
Team Finland won. Okay, Marigold. I was so excited for this program. You have no idea.
Yeah, just watching videos of them at previous competitions. It was incredible. They skated to a Matador themed program. Their costumes were amazing.
They were. They took the risk to wear pants, which was a big risk, but it definitely
I take that risk all the time. Yeah, they completely slayed it. They were Matadors.
They were definitely the fan favorite for sure.
Yes, fan favorite for sure.
Their choreography was insane. Like it kept their emotions, kept up through the entire program.
Yeah, from the moment they stepped onto the ice to the moment they left, they were embodying that character. They literally slayed it. They were perfect.
And can we just talk about that transition, that collapse in it? Like I can't even explain
that accordion transition.
That was insane.
4 lines and they collapse and then it looks like they're only in one line.
I know. Like, how do you even come up with something like that?
The one, the only. Hey, They had so much fun skating to the home crowd in Colorado Springs. You know, everyone was cheering them on. Got a standing ovation, of course.
Of course, Hayden.
It's Hayden, like, hello. They were freaking amazing, like always. I believe they had one fall. I believe, yes, they did have one fall in the short program, unfortunately.
Did they have one or two? Because it was, again, an angle.
And they had a great recovery.
They did.
Skated the rest of the program, you know, still embodying the character and
they got their block called right after, which they were one of the few teams who did get a pivot block for, so that was awesome.
Yeah, so props to you, Hayden. We love you.
Yes. Okay.
All right, now, let's talk about the free program. It was a very exciting event for sure.
So Michael and I actually ended up switching seats right next to the tech panel. Oh my god, best decision.
Best decision of our lives.
Seriously?
In the short program, we were like in the nosebleeds. Ew, like, girl, that is not where we're supposed to be.
Okay, like we usually sit like up front, up close, so we can see the expression and everything.
See the facials, see emotion. Like, you gotta see that.
Yeah.
You can't see that in the nosebleeds, no.
No. And thank God we did, because it literally like made the world experience so much better. And their choreography made actual sense now that we were on the judges' side.
Yeah, honestly, biggest recommendation if you are going to Worlds or any synchro competition for that matter, try to sit on the judges' side because that's obviously where the teams are presenting the most. You know, that's where you want to be to get the full effect.
Yeah, full effect. Speaking of the full effect, I'm gonna jump to Nexus because I think that made the biggest difference. Oh my god, this had to be my favorite program of 2017 just because their choreography and their emotion like stole me away. Like it was perfect.
I was literally on the verge of tears.
Yeah, it was so emotional.
It was such a unique concept too.
It was, and you know, it was a risk, you know, highlighting a girl throughout the entire program, but it totally worked. I know there were a couple people that I had talked to that didn't really get it, didn't really, you know, get what their inspiration was. I think my mom thought it was from a Black Widow, like the book. Like, Mom!
Like a spider?
Yeah. No, an actual widow. So, but I know she should have sat next to us. 3/4 of the program was all instrumental, but you could tell the story being told by their skating and by their emotion. Like there was no doubt of what they were skating to. So.
Right, their choreography was impeccable. Their skating skills, their emotion, it was all 100%. They gave it their all for sure. And
it was amazing.
For sure, one of my definitely. I think my favorite program from Nexus.
Yeah.
Of all time.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nexus. We love your honey.
Let's go back to another Canadian team, Les Supremes.
Les Supremes.
So we know that they had a horrible short program because unfortunately they had 3 falls and back to that one girl, she ended up not skating, so she had to have stitches. And I remember seeing her in the Kiss and Cry era. She had
like crutches,
like she was in a wheelchair, so she was completely out. So I'm pretty sure they threw in an alternate.
Yep, they threw in an alternate.
Within one day, you guys.
Right, and it was great.
Yeah, their skate was one of the most like perfect skates of the day. Like they didn't have one mistake, and you could tell that like their skate was so important to them, and that once they finished, they were so relieved, and they definitely got a standing ovation from the crowd because we all felt their struggle, but they kept it together and made this awesome comeback.
Next, we have to talk about
the catastrophe of Rockets.
Rockets, Team Finland 2.
Oh my god, you guys, Rockets are my favorite Finnish team. I'm so excited to see them again in person.
They were currently in 3rd place after the short program. They had an amazing skate.
It was clean.
Anyone who knows Rockets knows that they are one of the top teams in the world, and it's well deserving. They're amazing skaters. But unfortunately, there was a fiasco.
Basically what happened, they were past halfway through their program, and some girl just randomly fell forward as they were coming towards the judges.
Yeah, I think it was during like a transition, right before their wheel element. One girl fell, and then I think she
tried to get up, and then
she knocked someone else down. And then part of the girl who fell, part of her costume fell on the ice. It was like part of her dress.
Yeah, part of her dress was on the ice, and like, of course, they were like going throughout the program, and everyone's like, so what's gonna happen to it? Are they gonna run over it? And out of nowhere, you just see the alternate running onto the ice. Like, what is going on?
Literally never in my life have I seen that happen before.
And I've seen some crazy things. I've seen, the wrong music play, like the wrong, music
stop in between. We've seen it all.
Yes.
But never have we seen an alternate come on the ice and pick up something that fell while the team is skating.
It did cost them a point though, because I do believe it's a rule. If you do drop something on the ice, you get cost a deduction.
Yeah, it was a costume violation, and that's a deduction, unfortunately. They had 4 deductions.
So the girl who originally fell, and then she fell again, and then she took the other girl down with her, and the costume deduction.
Yeah, and they were just so upset after they got off the ice. You could tell they were
because they
crying.
were in 3rd place.
They were in 3rd, like they had such a good chance of medaling.
I know,
and even winning the competition.
Their lifts were amazing. They had 2 girl lifts, so 2 bases were in the lifts.
Yeah.
They had really great choreography, but
anyone who was there at Worlds can say that this program was so amazing. It was so intimidating to watch.
Exactly, and their costumes were, again, another risk from the Finnish team. But it worked for them, so it was pretty awesome. But
it was really great. Unfortunately, it didn't go as they were hoping for. But it's Rockets. Like everyone knows,
they'll make a comeback.
They will make a comeback next year.
Yes,
we believe in you, Rockets. We love you. All right, so we have to talk about Haydenettes.
Yes, our home team.
Home team, the best in our country. For sure.
They were skating to a tribute to Prince, and that was the first time I had seen the program all season, and it was fantastic.
Hayden killed it like always. They completely embodied the character that Prince was portraying in his music.
Yes, and I know that they added on a choreographer, Mr. Adam Blake.
Yes, Adam Blake. Shout out to you. Your choreography is impeccable.
We can definitely see, like little additives here and there that make the choreography just so much more,
interesting. Like from the very beginning, the first 5 seconds of the program, that whole, what they do, they go like.
I think this is the first year that Hayden has a boy on the team.
Yeah, it is.
Hey.
Yep, my dream of being the first one is over, but that's okay.
I love it when teams open a program with a bunch of speed. It's the worst when it just starts off so slow. It's like, come on, let's go.
You gotta excite the crowd, excite the judges. They have one of the best lift elements in my opinion. They go up into that clown lift. Seems like effortless.
Yes. And then they go into 2 bases instead of 3, which is so sketchy, but
Yep, but they slayed it.
yes, they did.
And that choreography with the arms, I don't know how long it took them to figure that out. It would take me like a year. I don't even know. Also, what I love is that they made the guy's costume look so similar to the girls.
Yes, it's always really awkward when like the guy's costume is a little bit different.
You know, I definitely have had that experience firsthand.
So, moving on to Paradise.
A lot of people were not too happy that Paradise was currently the leader after the short program.
I mean, yes, they skated perfectly, but you know, there was this like question where like, well, wait, you only presented with 15.
Right, and obviously
it did not hurt them at all. So going into the free program, we knew that they could only lift 3 lifts.
Right, so you know the short program, it's easier to go through a short program with only 15 skaters, but a free skate is a whole different story because you have lifts and
2
you
lifts
have,
of that.
you know, creative transitions where you might be doing cool pair moves and, you know, all of that. So we were all like, what's gonna happen? Like, are they going to, like, fall apart? Mm-hmm. No, that is not what they did.
No, they came, they slayed, and they won.
Right, they won the whole thing. This free program was beautiful. You know, the short program was really gorgeous too, but I think their free program was just a whole nother level of, you know, skating that we haven't seen before. Like Paradise, they are just so different from all the other teams because they, you know, they may not be the strongest or the fastest, but they skate with so much elegance.
Yeah, so much unison. You know, they do a lot of flowing arm movements and somehow they've been able to sync it, and that is so difficult. You know, it's easier to make everything match with a really sharp arm movement, but no, it's all like ballet arms, and it's crazy how
you can tell this team has had many, many hours of ballet training. They literally look like ballerinas on the ice.
Mm-hmm. So the last team to skate was Team Finland 1, Marigold.
Marigold, woo! MIU. They freaking brought it.
Yes.
What did they skate to again?
Okay, so Marigold skated to a tribute to their, I think
it was like what 100th year anniversary of Finland being a country?
Yeah.
Like Finland independence.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong, someone. But yeah, the music was beautiful.
It was. I'm sorry, I have no idea what it was.
Yeah, I think it was to the symphony number something by some great composer.
All you need to know is that they skated in tribute to their 100th year anniversary of being Finland.
And they skated with so much passion.
Yes.
We are so happy we were right, you know, next to the ice because we saw their emotion.
Yeah.
You guys,
so
they skate with so much expression on their face.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Truly breathtaking.
It was amazing. Their program was like dead on. It was spotless. Like there were no major mistakes.
They really skated 2 perfectly clean programs, the short program and the long program. They, you know, the crowd loved them.
Yeah, the crowd loved them for sure.
Yes, but unfortunately, after they got off the ice, they get their scores. And I don't know why ISU does this now, but they show your score, like for your free program, they show your free program placement. So when they got their scores, it said first place. However, they were in first place in the free program. And then 5 seconds later, it goes down to second.
Yes.
But 0.12 people.
The crowd was so upset because it was clear that they had the one of the most clean programs. Like there were no mistakes.
There were no mistakes at all.
Both their short and their long were so intense. You know, had a lot of great choreography, crowd favorite, and the fact that they lost by 0.12
Yeah.
against a team that only showed up with 15.
Right, so I think that's the main thing. Like, obviously, Paradise is amazing. They're phenomenal skaters. They skated 2 amazing programs also. However, only showing up with 15.
Yeah, made people like, oh.
You could tell that everyone wanted Marigold to win.
Yeah. It was definitely a crowd upset that Russia won. I mean, they won the hearts of the crowd.
They won my heart too.
Okay guys, so that's basically all of our highlights from Worlds, from our experience.
Yep, and now we're just going to talk about some recommendations for those of you who have never been to a World Championships and would like to go in the future. Here are just a few things that we personally recommend you do. If you go to Worlds,
is get your ticket.
Get your ticket. Get your tickets well in advance.
Yes,
if you can, try to like pick your seats. You know, I know sometimes when you get a team package, it's not possible to choose specifically where you want to be in the stands.
Yeah, but we ended up moving from our group anyways.
We really recommend sitting towards the middle behind the judges.
Yeah, if you can. I mean, if you can, then.
Also, it's Worlds, so there are going to be skaters from all over the freaking world coming to this competition. So, if there are cute French boys that you want to say hi to, don't be afraid to say hi. Yeah, just don't be afraid to meet new people.
Mingle around with coaches, check out new skates.
Get merch, for sure.
Merch.
You don't know when you're going to go to another World Championship in the future, so definitely take advantage of that opportunity.
Alright guys, so that's about it for today's video. We just want to thank you for watching, and if you guys have any comments about what you guys saw or any recommendations for other people who want to go to Worlds, why don't you comment down below.
Leave a comment down below, and also if you have any suggestions of what you want to see from Danielle and I, please don't hesitate to let us know.
Yeah.
Give us all your feedback, and make sure to follow us on our social media links down below, and don't forget to subscribe.
Hey, bye!
Bye!